Oh. One more from Travel Geek, everyone. One more. We got to get this one. We're going to ride a train. A spot-on announcer impression. Thank you. Okay, we got to get this one. This one's good. We're going to ride a train, everyone. Not just any train. The train of all time. The one that you grew up with. The one you love. The one you read children's stories about. We are going to take a ride on Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, here he comes, and he's got Annie and Clarabelle. Well, actually got more than Annie and Clarabelle. No way. Yes way. We're doing it, chat. We're taking a ride on Thomas. And there's Bertie Bus. Oh, I love this. Alright. This was filmed late July 2023, so we're going back a few years. It's 7:30 a.m., and we are at Tokyo Station in Marunouchi, in Japan. We're going to be visiting the Thomas Village in Shizuoka Prefecture. That's not its official title, that's just what the cameraman calls it. But firstly, we've got to move over to Shizuoka, and for that, we've got to hop a train here at Tokyo Station. Honestly, I would just use my Suica card. You can use the Shinkansen if you want, but we're going to go on the local slow trains instead today. Travel 111 miles in 3 hours, 8 minutes. $23.80 US. Fairly cheap if you just use local trains. But we will be traveling first class on the local trains. Commuter trains from Tokyo usually have a green class, which are the paid seats. I believe that's what that logo... Yeah, green car, the little four-leaf clover. 2 cars out of 15 are green class with the paid seats. We paid about 800 yen for a seat. And we leave Tokyo promptly at 8:09 a.m. Time to chill out with breakfast on the train. Let's chill out with zero gravity. Does that mean if you drink that, you're going to start floating mid-air? And we've also got a shrimp and broccoli sandwich. Our cameraman calls it the best combination ever. We, the audience, are not so sure. There's also a catering service attendant on board, too. There's also power outlets. Even have a bathroom and wash basin on board. 800 yen and you get a comfortable ride on a somewhat cramped commuter train in Tokyo? I mean, as long as it's comfortable. Ah, the majesty of the Pacific Ocean. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Ah, K-cars. possibly coming soon to an American dealership near you. We're now in the Tokaido Line, Japan's first ever built railway line connecting Tokyo, Osaka and Kobe. Stretches just over 366 miles. Can't wait for the K cars to get here. I would love to test drive a Suzuki Alto. That to me would be a fun little K car. Hard to believe that this used to be the only way you could get by train from Tokyo to Osaka before the Shinkansen. And talk of which, off it goes. And here we are, arriving in Shizuoka. It's 11:16 a.m. We decided to have lunch at a stand-up soba restaurant, Fujimi Soba, right here on the train platform. You simply put in your money and buy a ticket at the vending machine. Expenses your change, grab your ticket, take it over to the counter, place it there, and wait. Tsukimi Soba, 470 yen or about $3.20. Tsukimi means moon viewing. That looks really good. It's soba noodles with a cracked egg. Those of you who may be wondering, it is safe to eat raw eggs in Japan. No real worries about salmonella poisoning or anything. Our next destination is Shinkanaya Station in Shizuoka Prefecture. From Shizuoka Station to Shinkanaya Station, we'll take a chartered bus, leaving at 12:30. There's Bulgy. Oh, so we're riding Bulgy. He only had like one appearance. And he was actually a bit of a baddie. That both Oliver and Duck had to contend with for one story. But anyways, we'll ride Bulgy for an hour to get over to the station. With a name like that, I can see he had so little appearance. Yeah, they got turned into a hen house eventually. Because he was so tall, he got stuck under a bridge. There's no AC in Bulgy, unfortunately. Just oscillating fan. Our cameraman is sweating bullets. Because it is fairly warm this time of year. What a guided tour today. First take the Bulgy bus to Shinkanaya Station. You ride Thomas between Shinkanaya and Iyayama Station, round trip. Then you come back to Shizuoka Station on Bulgy again. The whole guided tour costs about $96.60, or 13,800 yen. Bit expensive, but you get to ride Thomas. I think it's worth it at that price. Here's the Oigawa River. Around the area, there's the Oigawa Railway, and that's where they operate Thomas. So, welcome to the Japanese Thomas village. The bus and the trains and the tours, pretty good deal, yeah. The Oigawa Railway is a small private railway company. Only has about just over 40 miles of track distance. But they operate steam locomotive trains to this day, and it attracts a lot of people from around Japan. I feel that good old vibe here. Definitely in the countryside now. And here we are arriving at Shinkanaya Station, 1:45 p.m. I see the coaches. I see Annie Cladabelle and the rest of them. There he is. There's our engine of the hour. There's Thomas. Yeah. It is every child, everyone who used to be a child, it's their dream come true. That is brilliant. 7 coaches in total. So definitely not confined to just Annie and Cladabelle. The actual steam locomotive was built back in 1942 and then got renovated as Thomas in 2014. It's over 80 years old, but it still looks like a brand new train. Even if you're not on a guided tour, you can just come here and take a ride on Thomas. $23.80 for one person, about 3,400 yen. You can almost hear them saying, "Get in quickly, please." It's all booth-type seating. These are old coaches for sure, so... You got a wash basin, about it. It's all fairly well worn. And there's the toilet. Nothing fancy. The one here, yeah, that doesn't exactly look like the cleanest. Staff is recommending you just use the bathrooms at the station. Party in Shinkanaya, 2:14 p.m. It's our cameraman's first time to ride a steam locomotive. Amazing that they're still At least some of them running to this day. Because they can be rather difficult to maintain sometimes. You see a lot of locals during the ride, waving at you as you go by. This particular railway has had a deep connection with the town for over 100 years. I think it's wonderful. And I mean, what a way to keep it alive. Oh, there's Bertie! Oh, that's brilliant. And all the children saying hello to Bertie. That's adorable. Lucky that they are, because it's not just difficult to maintain, but people with the know-how, rare, yeah. Yeah, it takes some skill, it takes quite a unique knowledge set to maintain and work on these. Ah, you see Hiddo and Percy and James. Ah, we're running along the Oigawa River. Ah, lovely. Though the river looks like it's a bit low. Right, anything off the trolley, dear? No, thanks, I'm all set. We'll take the lot. Let's see, what sort of goodies do they have? They sell Thomas and Oigawa Railway merch and snacks. Our cameraman splurged. Spent 1,600 yen on snacks. All of them Thomas related. Dorayaki. Oh, that looks delicious. Japanese pancake sandwich with red bean paste inside. The red bean paste itself is sweet, so don't let that fool you, chat. It is delicious. Also got castella cakes with custard cream inside. That sounds tasty. Always wondered what red bean paste tasted like. Always thought it was bitter. Oh no, it's sweet. But it's a light sweet. It's not very heavy. It's not very sugary. And definitely accents like the pancake there just perfectly. Oh, there's Bertie again. And all the kids are excited to see Bertie. You can always hear them saying, Thomas, how about a race? I bet I can beat you now. Da 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 da. And you got the motorcyclist waving to everyone. Amazing how Thomas and Bertie can just bring out the absolute best in people. Just all the kindness, all the friendliness. Just goes to show you the sort of positive influence it is. when children are read Thomas stories. When they're little. Talk of which, I need to record another volume of the Railway Cities fairly soon. I think it's time for some more reading ASMR. There's Thomas from the back. It's 2:48 PM and arriving at Ieyama Station. Looks like Bertie already beat us there. So for this particular train, this station serves as the terminus, so now we'll go back to Shinkayama Station. Cold beer and some salty snacks. It's not just kids' stuff after all. Oh, that's a non-alcoholic beer. With an appetizer. What? How do you open the bottle? I don't do that, that hurts. Oh, there's a bottle opener there. Brilliant. No, not like that. Yeah, that way. There you are. Go on. Oh, there you have it. Cheers. There, that would... Ow. Hey. Mind your camera. Crunchy pretzel-like corns with savory seasonings. That sounds tasty. Goes very well with a drink. Would probably go even better with an Asahi that actually had alcohol in it. (2:59 PM), time to leave Ieyama Station. Lots of locals stopping by to say goodbye. Such a friendly lot here in this town. Oh, there's the motorcyclist from earlier. Oh, he's a friendly sort of chap, isn't he? Hello. Ah, there's Bertie Bus again. Motorcyclists zoom off Kamen Rider style. Oh, they even sell toys. I'd be tempted to buy some, I'm not going to lie. There goes Bertie once again. It's almost like he's trying to have a race. And old Bertie is just as popular with the kids as Thomas. Very nostalgic vibes on this train. Oh, and they even had a James steam locomotive at one point. That's interesting. Unfortunately, it did not survive a typhoon that hit the Oigawa area in June 2022. Only Thomas survived. That's pretty sad. Typhoon number 15 caused pretty serious damage to the town. Most of the railways got destroyed. Yes, F in chat for the fallen trains. So that's why the train makes a round trip between Shinkanaya and Ieyama Station. The railroad after Iyayama Station has not been rebuilt. But people in town must be glad Thomas runs like this and brings in new guests after a partial recovery. I hope we'll be able to travel the full Oigawa railway line someday. And here's hoping that James can be salvaged. Normally you can't open windows on trains, but it's nice for them to actually let you open the windows on this one. Just, given that it's a steam locomotive, may not want to keep it open for too long, you know, given the soot and everything. But it helps for ventilation. Makes you feel more like you're riding on a proper train. Starting to slow down. Coming back again to Shinkanaya Station. 3:27 p.m. Right on time and really reliable. But what would you expect from a really useful engine like Thomas? And some of the kids can't stop crying because they don't want to leave. They want to keep riding on Thomas forever and ever. The poor dears. I mean, I can't really blame them. I'd probably want the same myself. Is it just me? It reminds me of every Thomas meme. It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything. Ah, and now we get to see him back down onto the turntable. We know the eyes do move, because I noticed he was looking off to the right and to the left earlier. Alright, well done, drivers. I know you're working really hard. One can only imagine how hot that cab gets in the summertime. At Shinkanaya Station, you can enjoy shopping in the Thomas merch shop. I'd probably have to get one of those t-shirts. I really would. Ah, there's Bulgy waiting for us. Bulgy does appear as though he's been sweating quite a bit. And yes, this is an actual bus that was used in the United Kingdom. Got it specially imported. Supplied and prepared by the London Bus Export Company. And there's a chicken. There's a chicken on a bus. Because if you've read the stories or maybe seen the television show, Bulgy does, spoiler alert, eventually get turned into a hen house. It looks like they've had other engines get turned into Thomas characters. There's Rusty. Yeah, definitely a bumpy ride. Of course the chickens well behaved on the bus. Yes. Our cameraman was starting to get some motion sickness, so he had to go downstairs to the bottom level. But despite the motion sickness, an overall lovely experience. Well worth the price. And lastly, we wrap up the day eating at Shizuoka's best steakhouse, Sumiyaki. If it's crowded, you may be waiting in a queue of up to 3 hours to get in. Easy to see why. The signature is the Jinkotsu Hamburg steak. About $8.80. Look at that. Ooh, that looks good. Sumiyaka's a chain restaurant limited to Shizuoka but famous all around Japan. I wonder what that is. Oh, a patty of ground beef with some onion dressing. That sounds wonderful. Comes with onions, sweet potato, broccoli, potato. Come on, cameraman, what's the verdict? It looks good, but how does it taste? Oh, the inside of the patty can be a bit rare compared to ordinary Hamburg steak. So, you know, if you're into that sort of thing, great, but if not, might want to ask them to cook it longer. But, happy to report, taste and texture were fabulous. Hands down, best Hamburg steak our cameraman has ever eaten. Reminds me of this lemon beef gravy I tried recently. Odd mix, but it's really good. That does sound good. Ah. Next day, we go train spotting. And there goes Thomas. Janani and Cladabelle and the rest of the coaches. Like he's been assisted by an electric rail car. I mean, that is a long train, even for Thomas. Right, rock, scissors, paper time. 1, 2, 3. Rock. We got rock again. That was excellent. He always chooses rock. Always on the ones that we end up watching and reacting to.